Alright, so let's go into our upload video function here, or update video specifically. In here we want to, using this wire submit update video, we want to go ahead essentially and create a button on the bottom as well. And I want to show this button if video thumbnail path is set. So we want to wait till that's happened, just because we want to make sure that it actually has a thumbnail upon publishing the video, either through one that the user selects or through here. So that's perfect. So what we want to do in here is actually put in a X slot actions, and we want to have an X button in here called submit, where we're just going to say upload video. And in this one, we can also specify a few other things, such as wire click. We're going to update the video on clicking it. We're going to have a label in here. Instead of having it with a closing statement, we're going to have a label in here called publish. We're going to have a class btn primary, and let's say spinner save. So it will spin upon saving. And that only works because we're inside this xform component. So inside the update video, let's go ahead and change that a bit around. So we want to go ahead and validate as a starter. So sorry, this form validate. And then in here we want to essentially say thumbnail is going to be equal to this form thumbnail path store as, and we're going to store it inside thumbnails with an str UUID, and I'm going to actually put this on a new line just so it's a bit more readable. And let's say we're going to start this by a dot, and then we're going to go by this form thumbnail path get client original extension. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy it here just to save time. Perfect. And we want to have the disk set as public. So we have thumbnails, storing this as a UID. We want to make sure that we have the dot here as well. And outside of that, we just want to go ahead and say this video update. And what we can go ahead and say is title, this form title, thumbnail path as thumbnail, this form description, and we just want to add in the tags. And let's go ahead and look inside Table Plus. Let's go to YouTube clone. And let's take a look in here. What have we specified here? We have specified live ad. So I'm going to go ahead and add in one more field into our form, which is going to be the ability to specify when the video is going to be scheduled. So I'm going to add in X date time schedule for, call this live ad. I'm going to go inside the upload video, into the upload video form, and in here let's go ahead and say live ad, and let's just say in here I think we can have it as just required for now, so I'm just gonna leave it in there as required. And then lastly, what we can do is inside here when we're saving it is say live ad And let's just say this form live at. And other than that, what we want to make sure is that we then go ahead and close the model. So we set that to false. And then we will say this toast, and let's just make sure we actually import it. So use toast, and this comes directly with the MaryUI, so you can just easily implement it. And we're just gonna say in here a few different things. So I'm gonna open up this like this. We're gonna have this as description. And then we would just say your video has been successfully uploaded. And then what we just wanted to make sure is that we say this redirect to route home, because the video may not necessarily be available for processing. So we will just leave it like this. You could go into more detail and maybe make it significantly more customized within toast what it says and that, but I'm gonna leave it as it is for now, and I'm gonna go ahead and give it a go. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the browser. In here, let's make sure we have any random given video, and I'm just gonna put title test. I'm gonna schedule this for now. The scheduling function we will work on later. I'm gonna find in a random thumbnail, and I'm gonna click publish. And it's not working, so let's take a look at what's going on here. From the thumbnail cannot be entangled. So if we go back into our code here, let's look at this. We need to specify this as thumbnail path. So let's go ahead and make this upload video function and see if it works now. So I'm going to put in test. And I'm just going to set this to today. I'm going to go ahead and change it. Thumbnail, let's say I'm going to just upload this one here. And let's go ahead and take a look at our database. So it didn't seem to store the live ad, and I'm suspecting that this could be to do with the fact that we haven't specified it in here. So let's go ahead and make sure we have live ad and tag specified. I'm gonna go ahead and give it one more go. And then later on we will start showing the videos and working on the video card. Undefined column tags of relation videos. So let's go ahead and take a look. Have we actually added in the tags field? We may actually have forgotten that. So let's go ahead and create videos table. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these two folders here. I'm gonna make sure we delete everything in here first. So I'm gonna just delete these two folders. I'm going to go into migrations and I'm going to delete these two here. That means we can then migrate it afterwards. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to make sure that we go into our create video, not video format, so create video tables. And in here we just want to have a table. And I think we want to have the tags as just a string. That's going to work fine as nullable. So let's just migrate this. Set this as today. I'm going to go ahead and change the thumbnail quickly. and let's click publish. So we have this store with a tag, we have live at date, and we also have the ability to check if the video is processed, which we're going to work on later, because we want to make sure that if a video is not processed, we don't want to display it, and by that it means you won't be able to play the video. But that's all for this video. So thank you very much for watching the video. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.